Guess what? It's National Donut Day. And what better way to celebrate National Donut Day than by making a donut? But hold up, I can't be having a greasy, sugary, carb-loaded, unhealthy donut. So I know for some of you, this may be like, what the heck is she doing? You gotta be open-minded for this, first off, because I'm not using your traditional ingredients to make this donut. This donut's gonna be soy-free, gluten-free, dairy-free, vegan, no flour, no sugar. No sugar? I know that's pretty much the biggest rule you could break if you're making a donut, not adding sugar. But no worries, your girl's got this. I'm thinking more of a cake-based donut. So not the kind that's more like fluffy, but the kind that's more dense. The kind that you see maybe just glazed, powdered, or plain. So let's go ahead and start with our egg. I winked, yes, egg. Catch that wink? I'm not using any eggs. I'm gonna use this product called the Neat Egg. The Neat Egg is a great egg replacement. It's made up of just a couple ingredients really, chia seeds and garbanzo beans. I don't think I mentioned this. I'm not frying this donut, I'm gonna bake it. Again, you gotta be open-minded. You're gonna be making something that's delicious and good for you. So less of the guilt. If you're just doing this to something to do, if you're one of my family members and you're like, God, Mary came out with another helping recipe, whatever, right? Like just give it a try. If that's the only reason you're trying this out, just to kind of support me, I appreciate it. And if you don't like it, that's fine too. The ratio to making your neat egg is 2 tablespoons of water per 1 tablespoon of the neat egg. After that, it really is just stir. And that counts of 4 eggs. Pretty neat. So now that I have that stirred, another thing I like to add to my neat egg, if I can freaking open the vanilla. What I'm gonna do is add 1 teaspoon of vanilla. This might be a little excessive for some people. If you're like, oh, I'm kind of more easier on vanilla, go ahead and do half. But I like my vanilla. So there's that. Okay, so now I'm gonna mix some of my dry ingredients up. And one of my dry ingredients that I'm using, the main base of this is coconut flour. So I'm doing half a cup of coconut flour into the bowl. This bowl might be a little excessive for the size of what we're making. I'm only making 4 donuts. And then I'm gonna go ahead and add our baking powder, 1 teaspoon of baking powder. And then I'm using rumboard. I don't know if that makes a difference or not, but I like using them. They're non-GMO, which I'm a big fan of. Okay, and just add that into the mix. Okay. And then I'm gonna add my 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt. Okay. And I'm just gonna stir that up. I'm using a fork because it does stir better with a fork. When you use a whisk, all our dough is gonna go ahead and bunch up in the center of the whisk. And since we're only making 4 donuts, it's gonna be like you're constantly just gonna be fighting the stuff out of the whisk. So I don't wanna go ahead and do that. So I'm just gonna stir it up with a fork. You're gonna be needing some muscle for this dough. So you're actually gonna get your hands dirty on this one. So again, no purpose on using a whisk. Okay, got this all mixed up. Now, in place of my oil, I'm using 1/4 of a cup of avocado. Just a regular old avocado. I took it and I mashed it up with a fork, nice and mushy. And then before I go ahead and add it, I'm gonna soften it up to have a little bit more of the melted butter effect. I'm gonna add 1/4 of a cup of almond milk. But let's see here. Yep, avocado's going in. Oh, that had a cute sound. My dog actually eats out of bowls like this. Yeah, can you hear her? She eats out of bowls like this, so she totally thinks she's gonna, like, she lucked out, hit the lottery, and is getting another dinner. But she's not. I'm gonna add my meat egg mixture to this. That was easy. And it looks like I need to add my other half a cup of almond milk. Again, you'll start to see the flour and the batter kind of come together. If you feel like it needs a little bit more almond milk, go ahead and add a little bit more almond milk. I think I'm gonna go ahead and start putting in a little arm work in here. Okay, back to this. So all I'm doing, I just naturally went into this. You know you're Latino when you start going masa on any bowl that requires you to get your hands a little dirty. Well, I think that is nice and mixed. Let me go ahead and get a zoom shot. Can we get a zoom shot on that? You can see my dough. Okay, now we're gonna start shaping them. I like to keep a clean surface. So all I'm doing is I'm taking the sheet and I've layered a nice piece of foil because I'm lazy and I do not like to scrub and mess up my pans. I like to keep things nice, so I'm gonna use some foil. Again, you can use parchment paper or whatever tickles your fancy. Again, I'm not a baker, so you may be looking at this being like, oh, that is not what you use, that's a textured one. I'm just trying to have a little fun on donut day and live a little. Ugh, muscles. Okay. Yes, oh, and the coconut flour I used is this one right here. They also make almond flour and I believe another type of flour as well, but it worked fantastic yesterday, so I definitely recommend. Okay. So I'm gonna divide this up into 4 parts, just kind of guesstimation. I'm trying to get it to go all together. Again, these are not gonna look like traditional donuts. You're gonna have to use your imagination, such as this. Just kidding, let's go ahead and make a little hole. It's not a donut if it doesn't have a little hole. Even if it breaks apart and it becomes a churro, I still want it to have that little hole. Aha! Okay. So again, I'm just making 4. Okay. So there we go. Let me wash my hands and I'll give you a good view of my donuts. Going into the oven at 350 degrees. Okay. So after 10 minutes have gone by, again, put them in the oven, waited 10 minutes, flipped them over, waited another 10 minutes, turn the oven off. Again, they should be golden brown on top. If they're not, go ahead and give them a little bit more time, but just kind of let them be for another 5 minutes and then take them out. Again, I have no patience, so I'm probably gonna take them out right after I say this, but give it a little bit of time. This is a blank canvas donut, so feel free to add your toppings, do whatever kind of spins that you want. I'm gonna be doing a peanut butter and mixed berry donut and another one of powdered sugar, powdered stevia, again, cutting all the rules, no sugar, and sprinkles. Ooh. This is what we're looking at. Again, it does not look like your traditional donut, and yes, it is green because we did use avocados. If you use bananas, they won't be green, or if you use applesauce, they won't be green. Okay. So because I can't be the judge of my own creativity, I'm gonna have my husband give it a taste test.
All right, here we go. My wife's creation.
It's
That's good. Yeah, that's really good.
I'm not holding him captive, guys. He's here on his own will. He will have to sleep on the couch if he doesn't like it, though.
Take this down.
Just kidding.
So the husband gave it 2 thumbs up. If you like videos like this, feel free to let me know below. If you want to see videos of me making other dishes that you really like, vegan or vegetarian, let me know. I'm willing to give it my best try. Please like, comment, subscribe, let me know what you think, and stay tuned for more videos.